Hello. This is a painful topic because oftentimes this can lead to a loss of friends, a loss of friendship, a breaking up of people who have known you a long time. Because we know, I hope you know by now, and if not, this video is telling you, the narcissist was setting up those flying monkeys from the beginning, from when they first met you. From when, and we know by now why, right? I mean, we know they can't take blame for anything that went wrong between the two of you. So in order to later be able to blame you, to have an audience at the ready who will listen and receive them, they have to assure that they establish relationships with people in your life from the beginning so that they do have that audience to listen later. Now, some of those people may defend you, some may go with the narcissist, but really they want a sounding board ready in their corner. So you introduce them to your friends and family. And if you think back, the narcissist picked a few people, one person, whatever, particularly got very charming with that person, got very friendly with that person, or more than one. And they're going to use that later. My narcissist was calling my father, or he called my father once or twice, I should say. Got friendly with my dad. Do you think I'm going to now want you to call me because you left my dad a message? He didn't smear me, but that's what they'll do. Okay, so they have this little corner, okay? And the flying monkeys are the ones that they're going to talk bad about you too. So I'm, again, not sure if you noticed it, but your narcissist has been grooming the people in your life, your people, from day one in order to be able to call upon them when they need them, i.e. after the breakup. Or even worse, while you're in the relationship. My non-relationship narcissist that I had in my life did this constantly to me. Constantly. And a person can make fun of you in a way that involves your people by making it a joke, right? Like a joke at your expense to someone in front of you and they're the new person. They're going to laugh because they're new. You know, it can create people in their corner so that later when you're in a fight with that person, they can catch that person aside and say, well, you know how she can be. That kind of thing. That's what they're doing. So they're gathering people to do that, to listen. They'll court friends. They'll court family. They have to be able later to put the blame on you and get the pity. They got to get the folks on their side to do that. They got to get the folks on their side. So they're grooming. They're setting it up that way from the beginning. They have to down you, and they're going to pick the people that they know will listen and hurt you the most if they turn their back on you. And they'll have no boundaries in trying to do this, by the way. And, you know, you'll have some disappointment in the process when you see who goes his way or her way. My pronoun's him. You'll also be delighted when you see some would stand by you and may stand by you and may stick up for you to that person. And this really does apply for narcissists anywhere in your life, not just a relationship. Because you could have a narcissist that's out to get you at work. You could have a narcissist that's out to get you in your family. They're going to gather people on their side against you and talk bad about you behind your back. That's what they're going to do. It's very simple for a narcissist to do that. They come in with swagger, their manipulative charm. They gather people one by one in a group. They tell a funny story about you, but it's just insulting enough that people now look at you weird. There's all kinds of things that people can do to get people on their side. And if you have people that stick up for you and defend you, you should really value those people, because they are in your corner. And you should not take that lightly, because not everyone will. I couldn't even mouth to you what happened to me once with the non-relationship narcissist talking bad behind me. It was a mess. It was so, oh, the storm is coming in. I don't know if it's getting dark right now, but a storm is coming in. Can you hear it? But anyway, don't listen or get swayed by the narcissist's tale of what happened, is what I would try to tell people if you find yourself in this situation. Say it once, say you have no idea he's a duplicitous person, and then move on. I would just tell them, don't listen or get swayed by the narcissist's tale of what happened. If they choose to do that, you've told them at least this much. And the reason I came up with that blanket sentence is, it's not up to you to defend yourself with details proving that the narcissist is lying. Don't feel the need to defend yourself with your personal business to prove to them that he's lying. If they're your friend, by you simply looking them in the face and saying, don't listen or get swayed, I'm asking you, don't listen to them. Well, what do you mean? What happened? You know what? It's a big, ugly story. If they're your friend, they're going to... It's not even about whose side they're on or who they're going to believe, or that's even not what it is. If they're your friend, then they should, and hopefully will, say, you know what, I don't care what happened, Joe Schmo. I believe Renee. She's my friend. I don't want to hear this negative stuff. It's between the two of you, and they would move on. Some people get ensnared by the narcissist. They have low self-esteem too. So they allow themselves to be charmed and, oh, he's my friend, he likes me. Because they did the same charming to them that they did to you. You know, again, I watched some go and some stay throughout my life with non-relationship narcissists shenanigans. And it can be painful, and unfortunately that happens. The only thing I came up with to help me is that there is a dysfunction in them, and I will not internalize the dysfunction that makes them so low that they're going to take people that I introduced to him or her, whatever the narcissist is that did this to you, they're going to take them from my life and talk bad about me behind my back, which you already know how strongly I feel about that. Which to me, that's the worst act you could do to a person. And you're going to do it to my people? They've been grooming those people. So the only thing I can to help me, it's a dysfunction in them. I mean, perhaps there's a deep-seated envy in a friend that goes with the narcissist for you. Maybe that's, you know, and they've always had it for you, and here's an opportunity for them to decide to outwardly have an excuse to no longer keep company with you. That could be. If you have somebody that goes with the narcissist, re-examine that person and your friendship with them. Look at it. Have there been other times that kind of felt a little off, kilter with that person? And sometimes it just plain hurts. Oh well, as painful as it is and as excruciating as it can be, you've got to rise above. That's what I mean by oh well. I didn't mean to take it lightly or smite the loss of a good friend or family member that goes against you and becomes one of the flying monkeys of your narcissist. That is not at all what I'm trying to do. Flying monkeys is what they call them. It's after the Wizard of Oz movie, right? The flying monkeys, they follow the Wicked Witch of the West. That's what they call these people that follow, if you're new, that follow your narcissist. You know, you can rise above it, though, is where I was. You've got to rise above it. You've got to stand your ground, come up with a line or two that alleviates the situation, that tries to get your point across in a succinct way. You don't need to sit there and have a detailed conversation with them. You don't owe them that. But if you want to say one or two things to defend yourself and try to see, okay, now I've made some kind of point, which way they're going to go, and it shouldn't have to be any details. Not if they're your friend. Your friends tell you what they need to tell you as much as, you believe in your friends. I'm surrounded by good people. I allow people to tell me details when they feel the need to give me details. You don't interrogate your friends for details. But you've got to state your case if you want. Ask some questions. Don't be a victim to the entire process. If, regardless of what you've tried or done, you have people that end up going there, just know those are the same people that they were grooming and probably already giggling about you and talking about you the whole time. Little jokes. They pass them off as jokes because they're trying to portray somebody that's in your life. They're trying to portray that they're a fellow co-worker. They're trying to portray that they're a benevolent friend or family member, partner romantically. They're trying to portray that, but they've been going at these people, jabbing at you the whole time. And that person allowed it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would be uncomfortable for me. I know exactly what it's done because it's been done to me. If that happened in front of me, I'd say, don't say that. That's not true about her. That's what I would say. I would be the person going, no, I don't think that's funny. Like if somebody tried to make a joke at somebody's expense, clearly they were trying to do this. I would say, no, that's not funny. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it because I know what people are doing when they do that. And you should keep an eye out for it as well. And be the person in the room that sticks up, that says something, that doesn't laugh at somebody else's expense. And wonder why the person delivering that message is so adamant on delivering said message. What do they have against the person? What's their motivation? They're just trying to be a clown and make people laugh at somebody else's expense in the room? Oh yeah, that's nice. Like, stand up, ask questions. Don't just accept the behavior from the narcissist. You have a right. Now, I wouldn't knock yourself out. Keep it classy. State your case. Move forward. With or without whoever went wherever. So I'm not saying, cause a blow up, but it happens a lot. And people triangulate their family members and I'm friends with him now and you're friends with, I mean, it can get ugly. So keep it higher than that energy because that's exhausting for yourself. You've done what you could. You said what you could say. And sometimes it just means that there's going to be a loss of something. But I hope this helps.